how when I came back to Tokyo, I attended the Rockstar table tennis party in Tokyo.
Cool.
Now, of course, the game in America has been out for a while, but it's coming out this week in Japan, which is sort of weird because, table tennis is a lot more popular in Japan than it is in the U.S. You would have thought that, first of all, the game would have been pretty easy to localize. There's not, there's not much to it, and you think they'd want to get that as close to the 360 launch as possible, but whatever. For whatever reason, it's coming out this week, and I'll tell you, Rockstar really knows how to throw a party, which probably not that surprising. I mean, you compare it to the Microsoft party at Tokyo Game Show where they didn't even serve beer.
Yeah, no, even I can attest to that. Having been to a table tennis event in Manhattan,
You went to the one in New York.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing, and this was very similar, I think, in a lot of ways. What they did was they rented out a really fancy penthouse apartment near Ebisu, which is like a fancy district in Tokyo. And this was like a 2-level apartment. It had a roof deck, ton of high-definition displays, and, of course, table tennis running on all of them. They had food and, drinks, obviously, and I did my fair share of drinking as much beer as I could in that amount of time. And they had a tournament as well.
Did you win?
Here's the sad part, and I
mean, you have experience in the game.
I mean, I've had the game for a while. I hadn't played it for months. I did make it to the finals, but I lost in the finals.
To who?
To some guy. Actually, this guy he's a manager for one. Like the Pride Fighting. It's like one of these full contact. He's a manager for one of the famous fighters.
Really? Which fighter?
I don't know.
Tiger Fist?
Who?
I don't know. I'm making the names up now.
Iron Fist, yeah.
Power Man?
So I lost to this guy, which is embarrassing.
It is embarrassing.
It was very fun, though, because there were people who got really into it. They were really cheering, and they were even yelling my name and cheering for me. Debito, they were saying.
Nice. Did you get a gift bag on your way out the door?
I got a gift bag on the way out of the door. I got a T-shirt and a bunch of stickers. My runner-up prize was a bottle of Grolsch beer. Not only does and the main prize was a 6-pack of Grolsch beer and like a mug.
Nice.
So not only do they have alcohol, that's the freaking prize. But they're having on the 12th. They're having everybody who won at their respective parties. They're having a bunch of these events.
Yeah.
They get to come back and compete for a real bigger prize. So that was pretty cool. Now the highlight of the night for me.
Oh, what's the highlight?
Was they had Wally Green attend the event, and Wally Green did the motion capture for this game for most of the characters. He's a professional ping pong player plays for America, and he is just like a really interesting guy. He's a 25-year-old black guy from Harlem. Started playing ping pong when he's 19. He's like a total. What's that? Table tennis, right?
Table tennis.
He's a total hip-hop guy. He dresses total hip-hop. Really nice guy, down-to-earth guy. Actually has a Japanese girlfriend who we met in New York. And he was telling me all these stories about how when his girlfriend's family found out that she was dating a black guy and actually living with a black guy, how they totally freaked out. And it was just like he was a really nice guy. And after the event, we actually, me and Mrs.
No better
GB,
way to make new friends and talk about racism. Yes, go on.
Well, it was interesting because then I explained how to him, I told her how when Mrs. Cheapy left Japan to move to America, her grandma said to her, "Don't bring home any black ones."
Aha.
He could appreciate that, and he thought it was pretty funny. Mrs. Cheapy didn't think it was funny.
No, I can imagine that. Yes.
But anyway, so after the event, and Mrs. Cheapy attended the event as well. Me, Mrs. Cheapy, like the PR person for Rockstar, and 2 magazine writers, and Wally Green, we all went to Shibuya and went to a table tennis place, and we played table tennis.
Well, did you use him as a hustler and try and?
We could have. I mean, obviously, he's really good, and I actually used to be okay at table tennis, but I didn't. We were just hitting around, and I definitely realized that if he didn't want me to hit anything back, I couldn't. You know, he actually can like serve the ball like behind him and like hit it. It's pretty amazing. But big shout out to Wally Green, super nice guy. Hope I get to hang out with him again. I'll post some pictures and video from the event, and that's pretty much about it.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, it was really fun. And I found out, I talked to the people at Rockstar there. Actually, you know, Rockstar Japan is basically like 4 marketing people, and that's it. You know, they don't do any development stuff. And the guy did know the secret location of Grand Theft Auto 4, but he ain't talking.
Oh, you mean like where the game's going to be based?
Where the game's going to be
I'm like,
held.
what, do they have it done already and they're hiding it
No.
somewhere? You confused me.
He wouldn't tell me, so I threatened to kick his ass outside.
Wait, you mean you don't know?
I don't know.
I thought everyone knew.
Oh, you know?
No, I don't know.
Tokyo? Maybe it's Tokyo.
Maybe,
Anyway,
maybe.
that's my table tennis weekend. I hope you
It's
like
Canada.
it. It's Ottawa, I heard. Yeah,
Grand
it's gonna
Theft
be-
Auto Montreal.